Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about Scroll-Free September. Now, Scroll-Free September was an initiative that was launched by the Royal Society of Public Health in conjunction with the NHS earlier this year to encourage people to either give up or reduce the time they spend on social media. At the last count, there was around 320,000 people subscribed up to take part in Scroll-Free September, which is brilliant. And now September has finished, and I thought I'd do a recap of what I did and what we can do beyond Scroll-Free September to become a bit more aware of our screen time and be a bit more mindful about how we use our phones. So for Scroll-Free September, I gave up Instagram completely. Bye Instagram. Which was actually really nice. So there was no bots, no posed pictures, I got rid of all of that, and it was actually really good for me, and I didn't get addicted to Insta stories as I normally would. I would scroll all the way through. So that was done, that was complete, so yes, good job. And the second part of Scroll-Free September was the way that the Royal Society of Public Health rolled it out was that you didn't have to give social media up completely. You could give it up at night time, you could give it up in the bedroom, and there's various different types and ways you could have given up social media. What I did was I gave up social media completely in the bedroom. So basically that meant I wasn't using social media before I went to bed, and I did my best not to use it first thing in the morning, although that wasn't strictly part of being a sleeping dog. And I did that also. I didn't use social media at all in the bedroom in the evening, and I probably used it twice in the mornings. So I kind of failed on that side of things, but that was my own sort of letdown. But I was pretty happy with the way Scroll-Free September went. If you took part in Scroll-Free September, let me know how you got on in the comments below. I hope you stuck to what you said you'd give up. Now, as I said in my Insta story before September hit, September was a pretty big month for me because I became a dad for the first time. And little Benjamin was introduced into the world bang smack in the middle of the month on the 15th of September. So whilst I wanted to shout about it all over Instagram, I resisted and I didn't. And becoming a dad for the first time was a pretty proud moment. So I'm going to sneak a couple of clips in here as well, just to show you what little Benjamin looks like. Now, above and beyond Scroll-Free September, the amount of screen time we use is beginning to impact on mental health, and this is becoming more and more important in young people and children, generations below me, I'm sad to say. And if you look at all the news and stats, it's basically showing that, you know, social media and screen time in general has a pretty negative impact on our mental health. Now, Scroll-Free September was just about social media, which was a great start, but actually what I realized during the course of September was that there are so many other apps and so many other ways that our smartphones try and grab attention from us. That could be your Gmail apps, it could be WhatsApp, it could be games, it could be a whole number of different apps on there that grab your screen time and grab your attention. And if you look at the average number of times a typical user would unlock their smartphone in a day, that's pretty staggering. And it makes screen time seemingly endless. And if you don't manage your notifications correctly, that's where all the unlocking and all the screen time begins to build and add up and add up and add up. Now, all that is to do with this craving of dopamine. You know, whenever you get a +1 on Instagram, or you get a retweet on Twitter, or a like on Facebook, a notification will pop up on your screen, which almost engages the brain now to tell it that you have to check your phone immediately. And I think that's a pretty negative thing, in all honesty, in that we try and do our best to get this little dopamine drug into the system. and it's almost like we've got like two screens glued to each of our eyes all the time. Now there's a couple of videos I wanted to share with you within this video that just highlight how bad things have gotten. There was a really good animation which was created by a guy called Steve Cutts. All I'm going to do is show you a 30-second clip from that video for you to hopefully realize, you know, how bad society's got when it comes to screen time. If you want to check out the full animation, by the way, go and search for Steve Cutts over on YouTube or on Facebook, and you'll probably find the video there. And the second video I want to show you and share with you was a video that was created by a guy called Gary Turk, which is kind of like a poem in video form called Look Up. Now Look Up came out probably about 3 or 4 years ago now, but just encouraged people to get away from social media, get away from their phones, and just get outside and look up more and have more meaningful, real world interactions with other people. So again, this is just a short intro from Gary's film.
I have 422 friends, yet I'm lonely. I speak to all of them every day, yet none of them really know me.
So the big question is, what do we do to cut down on screen time? Yes, there's a lot of screen time management apps that are out there now which you can put on your phone, but it doesn't, you know, all it will do is notify you of how long you spent on your phone, which is, yeah, it's great, but does it push you to really stop you using your phone and using all those apps? No, it doesn't. Facebook and Instagram have taken a step forward and introduced screen time monitoring tools within the apps, and again, yes, that's fine, but we need to go further. It needs to be some sort of cut off where the app just simply won't work, and whether that's introduced by the social media platforms themselves, whether that's a government initiative, I don't know. All I'm doing is throwing out ideas. I don't have the answers, but at the end of the day, the Twitters, the Facebook and Instagram, Facebook owned Instagram, Facebook owned WhatsApp, YouTube, which is of course owned by Google, all these companies are public companies, and they're there to generate as much revenue and profit as they can. Now, a lot of that is through advertising, but advertising is based on the number of users, the amount of active users that the apps and the platforms have, and the amount of engagements that those platforms generate. So, whilst on one side they're probably aware of the impacts that their apps are having on mental health, but on the other side, and on the flip side, they don't want to limit the amount of time people spend on the apps because that impacts their revenues and profits. Show me the money! And of course, the other big area that we need to look at is simply this.
Free will, brother. Free will.
That's right, it's just free will. It's just up to us to have a digital detox, or put our phone down, or make a conscious decision to be a little bit more connected with the real world and less so through our phones and the screens that we look at, laptops, iPads, you name it. It's not just mobile phones. So there we have it, that's the wrap up of this video. Pip, as you can see, is snoozing away. Hi Pip. Pip's not bothered about screens. She's gone back to sleep. It's just to think about how much time you spend on your phone. If you wake up and your phone is the first thing you look at in the morning without saying hello to the person next to you, you know, is that a good thing for the long term? I don't have all the answers for limiting screen time. I think a lot of it is down to higher powers. I think a lot of it is down to free will. If you are trying to give up your screen time, I hope this video helps. I hope you did well through school through September, and let's see what happens in the future with regards to government initiatives and the social media platforms. Anyway, so that's me, that's this video. It's not a travel video, so please, if you are subscribed for travel only content, apologies, but keep watching and the next one will be a travel one, I promise. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you like this video, and leave a few comments and thoughts in the comment boxes below. And see you next time. Ciao, bye.